ZB02 data intact. Initiating playback.
Elizabeth Sobek.
You've heard the bad news, and it's all true. The Pharaoh Plague is devouring the biosphere. Life itself will cease to exist. But does that have to be the end? What if we could give life a future? What if we could build a kind of seed from which, on a dead planet, life could blossom anew? This is the aim, the hope, of Project Zero Dawn. To create a super-intelligent, fully automated terraforming system and bring life back from lifelessness. What would such a system require? At its core, it would need a true AI, fully capable of making the trillions of decisions necessary to reconstitute the biosphere. An immortal guardian, devoted to the reflourishing of life. We call it Gaia. Mother Nature as an AI. But that's just the core of the system. She will need to be surrounded and empowered by a comprehensive suite of subordinate functions. Think of them as extensions of Gaia's mind, each dedicated to a specific purpose. Now, these aren't AIs, but make no mistake, each presents an engineering challenge more profound than anything the human species has ever before attempted. Hardware that preserves and then gestates the billions of seeds and embryos from which life will be reborn. The construction of underground facilities to hold it all. And that's just the start. We don't have to build the entire system. The beauty of a fully automated terraforming system is that it can build itself. Now, over the days to come, you'll learn how all these functions, all these pieces that you'll be working on, fit together. How we'll race the clock to execute our harvest initiatives, write the software, build the tech and the facilities. How we'll lock it down and seal it up before the inevitable occurs. But even more important, you'll know how it doesn't end here. How Gaia will generate those deactivation codes General Harris talked about, and build the transmission arrays to broadcast them, shutting down the Pharaoh robots for good. How Gaia will not just build, but imagine any conceivable robot it needs to do its work across centuries. From detoxifying the Earth's ravaged atmosphere and poisoned seas, to the regreening of the Earth from cryopreserved seed stalks, to rewilding the Earth with animal life.
This is cute.
And then, when all that is done, how a new generation of human beings, spawned at cradle facilities around the globe, will partake of Apollo, the vast archive of human knowledge and cultural achievement from which they will learn of us, our world. And most important, how not to repeat our mistakes. It's not an impossible dream. It is within our grasp if we work tirelessly and stop at nothing to achieve it. We can't stop life from ending. But if you will help me, help Gaia, we can give it a future. Join me and help make that future real.
So this versus another question. The moment the machines eradicated all life on Earth, or liquefied I should rather say, that would have been the new norm, the new normal, the being of things. And to think a little bit abstract here, when you introduce something synthetic into a world or a ecosystem, at what point of time or mass does it become natural? For example, in my country here in Germany, we have this one natural park, but that natural park is at risk of being infested by wood-eating insects. Not termite mites, but I forgot the name of those insects. So we started to plant different trees around it that would not be as easy to take over. But how much is doing that really stopping nature from taking its course? Or what should come after those insects devastated that area? You know? And so here we introduced machines into the world got burnt down. We made another swarm creature that is supposed to recultivate that is going to play a farming simulator across the entire world or its reach, and make it inhabitable for how we envision life. And then after a certain time after that, hopefully that farmer is going to decide, hey, humans can live here again. Of course, my question for the knowledge or intelligence of those reproduced humans will of course stay vague. But I found it kind of cute that the robots that we have been encountered, that some of them have been the most hostile, like those Snapmores, and those scavenger birds whose Glinthawks. There it is. But they were probably the most crucial ones, because without the recycling factors of those two, even just recreating the atmosphere through the long legs wouldn't have been enough. So, yeah. But it's also quite surprising, and they totally got me with that, that the entire overworld was filled with robots that were basically recycling and making it inhabitable. It was basically, the solution was right in my face, and I was completely blind to it. That thought never crossed my mind. Probably because all I was harvesting from them were blaze containers and scrap. So, in other words, waste material. But they filtered those materials out of their surroundings. Yeah. Okay, that's enough of me babbling about. Let's continue.